how to create this 3D logo using our smartphone on pixelLab. So let's jump right in. So firstly, I'm going to be clicking a default design right now. So over here, I've clicked a default design. So the first thing I'm going to do, we have to delete this text over here. So I click my delete button. So firstly, we're going to need to resize this before I start bringing our design. So going over to here, click our image size. So we're going to use a custom width of 1280 and a height of 720 for this video. Okay, nice and good right here. So this design is going to be very quick and brief. All we need is our image, and we're going to find a way to embed some text into the image. So let's bring our image. You can use any image of your choice, you can use any animal of your choice. So over here, when I'm using a boar, so go over to photos. So this is the image over here. So I need the main image. Nice and good over here. You can resize it if you want to and crop it. Okay, now it's over here, so it's facing left over here, so we can change the position if we want to. So I'm just going to go over to the 3D shape. Now we use this part when we want to edit an image. So I'm going to go over to this part and start editing my images. So we can use the 3D rotate and rotate it over here like this. So it depends on where you want yours to face. So firstly, I would like to expand my image to resize it, so I'm going to go back to the relative size. So we'll increase the width and height over here. Right, so position this. Nice over there. So what we want to also do over here, we'll lock this. So you click here and lock it. So now we'll bring in our text. So go over here, add text, edit. Observe my tab closely, and you will notice different parts. This for editing text, why this for editing images. Now this boar is an image, why this right here is a text. So we have to edit it from this section. So the first one I'm going to be doing over here, I'm going to like to change the font. So I have this font called Avengers. So Avenge, just a wake font. So you can get yours. I can put a link in description, so you can click the link and download the font and use it on your design, or you can go download yours from fontspace.com. Okay, we have our boa right there. So what we want to also do, we'll resize it over here. Okay, that's nice. It's okay for now. So one major thing we also need right here, we'll go over to our image section, observe closely, and you'll see I'm not tapping any of them. So I just plainly go over to my image section, and this is what you see. But when I tap the image, it's going to change. When I'm not tapping the image, I'm tapping nothing, it's also going to change. So let me look back my boa, and you can see it has changed. So I need a shape. So what I basically need, I need shape for my boa. So you can play around with this, increase the wages to 5. Nice. So what I want to do, I want to give our text a black color. Okay, I'll try to position it over here. So I'll bring that to front. So we click here to bring our images forward, and I'll position it in the middle over here. Right, so one more time I'm going to do, I'm going to have to lock this while we resize. Okay, that's cool. Since we have that over there, one more thing we can also do, we can edit the text over here and merge them together. So we should give the tests, okay, can give that background color. We'll go over to the text section. Okay, nice and good. The text also needs some stroke. Go over to stroke, we enable that, and I can increase my stroke too. So it's okay. So your choice when to increase the stroke to, so we'll leave it at 2. Now one other tool we want to do, we want to make sure we position this at the center of the box. Okay, right there. So we want to merge them over here. Move this over here, so merge it. So now we have merged it. We'll erase the background. We'll erase the background. Now when we click erase background, so you can see the background has left. That's basically what we want to do. But firstly, this now the list stuff I want to write. So we have 2 other stuff I want to write it over this. So I'm going to duplicate this into 2. So I'm going to duplicate the text. Nice. So I'm going to also edit the text. So we use the text size. So now also to unlock the test. Okay, that is nice. So just manually add this. Okay, we have that nice good over there. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to merge them together. I'm going to position this at the middle. So this is what we're trying to achieve. So you can also increase the tolerance. So this is basically what we have been trying to achieve. So the tool used was the erase color tool. So we enable that, so the white is automatically erased. But if you use another color like black and the white will not move automatically, you can click this job icon over here and choose the color you want them to eliminate. If I choose this brown for example, and I do that, all the brown is going to eliminate, right? And the white is going to be there. So we don't want that. We want to eliminate the white, so automatically it erases the white. So remember, erase color over here, erase color. So you have to merge everything together first before you erase the color. So remember that. That's basically everything. So now we can play around with this design. So firstly, the first part that we love to play with is the 3D shape. So we're going to enable that over here. Okay, I think we'll reduce the depth a little bit. Okay, so you just basically check what works for you, can play around with it. So I don't basically need any 3D shape now. So also in the design I showed you, so I have the logo, so you can play around with this. So what I basically did in the design and the intro is the offset Y. I moved it forward a bit, right? So to reflect its shadows, right? So that's just what I basically did here. So you can also do that right now. I don't need shadows for that, so I'll just off them. So the emboss tool, we reduce the bevel. This is what brings life to our design. Okay, the intensity is okay. So this is basically everything. You can play with it. So if you want to make it look also more realistic, you can play around with your perspective. You enable this and you basically play around with your design. But if you don't want that, you can just disable that. So right now we're going to give it a background. So you come over here. Now you note this for text, and this for the images, and this for the background. So we can add color to this background if we want to. We can make the background transparent. Let's say your client wants a transparent image so you can add on his product. So it's best we make the background transparent. So also we can also add an image. Choose image from our gallery, or can choose image from camera, right? So right now I'm going to just choose an image from gallery. So I'll go over to image. So we can just basically add this image. If you don't like that, you can choose other image, or you can just give it a white color if you want to, a silver color. You can just basically play around with this, but I'm going to be going with the transparent background because that is what I basically need for this design. So because it's going to be added to a lot of projects, but you can go ahead and add a lot of colors to it if you want to. You can also go ahead and make this a 3D shape if you want to. So for just the test of time, I think I should add a temporal image. So I should choose an image from gallery. Head over to my gallery over here. So I'm going to be going with this. So lastly, the last tool. In this tool we have tools to edit the background, not the image but the background, like this vignette tool. It focuses on the main image, it darkens other parts in the background to focus on the main image. You can play around with that. So we have the rotate, we have the noise, right? We have the noise tool over there. So we have the stripes, You can increase the brightness of the background. You can also increase and reduce the contrast as need be, and the saturation and the hue as need be. You can play around with all that. So basically, we're okay for this design. If there's any other stuff you want to play around with, it should be the 3D shape. Basically play around with that to make your design look more realistic, but don't get close to this. No, use perspective when you want to view your design. So that's okay for now. So basically what we're able to get, okay, so we're able to need, so you can use any animal. Thanks for watching this video, and if you want more of this video and the resources used in the video, like my image or my font, you can check the description and get a link for it. Thanks once again. See you in the next video.